it's equally very important for us to know that even where cities across the world where you have all the gadgets, all the equipment, state-of-art equipment, terrorism acts still take place. And that is why people should be more vigilant than before. People should be observant and be cautious and equally report to us any whatsoever they notice promptly so that we can address it. Like Mokwe has rightly said, people observe gathering of people that they believe have intention of causing mayhem. They should promptly report to the police. They don't need to wait until when they begin to actualize their intention. So what we are doing is to ensure that we prevent and we detect where for those crimes that cannot be prevented.
But just let me come in here. There's something you've said, and I think we should work with that a bit. You just said something about the people working with the police to help in ending all these kind of situations. But my colleagues have asked you a question, and I think I'd like the producers to play back that film so that you hear this young man narrate his situation as relating with the police, and then you can tell us how you expect the people to work with the police if they have this kind of situations.
And the vehicles are not even advancing. What they will tell the youth that let the youth take front, and then the vehicle will be at back. And the worst thing they will tell us that their vehicle has not enough fuel.
The chairman of Numan Local Government Council says they've been living in peace before now.
What is on ground in terms of security is grossly inadequate. It's grossly inadequate. If you want to man security to protect lives and property, this is not what you provide. How can four Hilux trucks of four Hilux load of military men with policemen that had virtually refused to come out and safeguard lives and properties go to the station and see them, they are seated under trees?
So, Mr. Moshood, these are not the words of our correspondent. These are the words of people that live in the community, saying the policemen will tell them to go ahead and they'll come behind. And the local government chairman, the policemen would virtually refuse to come out, or they tell you there's no fuel in their vehicle. How do you expect the people to work with the police in this kind of situation?
Thank you so much. The police detachment in Adamawa State has a commissioner of police in charge, and the local government chairman equally have access to the commissioner of police, not only through the media. And at the level of the state, there's a security council meeting that's being held frequently with the commissioner of police and the other security and safety agencies in the country. So we believe that if you have complaint in this regard, you let the commissioner of police know promptly, and it should be investigated. So that as I'm talking to you, the CP have not received any complaint of that, apart from hearing it on your television. So this will be investigated, and we'll get back to you on the result of investigation. But I want to still remain on the fact that no police commander, either unit commander or squadron commander or overall commander, will push the people forward and say they should follow behind. If there are attacks where 7 police personnel are killed, and that's to show everybody and the whole world that we are equally involved actively in preventing further attack on those villages. Because where policemen die, it is assumed that nobody have died, but where civilians die. But we have the responsibility under the Constitution to ensure that we protect life and property. By losing 7 police personnel, 7 police personnel that have been trained, that equally have family and equally have responsibility, it's not something that people should overlook. It is because of...
Mr. Moshood, 7 policemen died in that situation. How many civilians died there?
If we are looking at this latest attack that you are talking about, this latest attack, we have only a single recorded death in Lamode. Only one single recorded death.
And how many properties were destroyed, Mr. Moshood? If we're looking at the issue of, if you want to compare 7 policemen that only 1 civilian died, how many properties were destroyed? I thought you just said it that the job of the police...
Life is very, very important, and it's paramount. Life is important and paramount. We have only recorded only 1 civilian that died in the process, and 7 police personnel died in defending the people. I think police should be appreciated for
and we do commend the police where we can. But I asked you a question. How much of confidence can the people in Adamawa, in Lamode community, for instance, and other communities across the country, how much of confidence can they have in the police? They are working. There are those who are working in the police force. We do understand that, and we commend them for laying down their lives to protect this country. But how much of confidence can the people have in the police force?
People should continue to reposition their confidence in the Nigerian police force. Especially if you ask people in Lamode, they'll give a different story of how the unit commander and the police PMA personnel and other joint team of the police have protected that village yesterday. And you see, go down to issue of, like I keep on saying, people working with police and other security agencies to ensure that there's lasting peace in the area. Where people have decided to live in peace, it makes our job much more easier. There are early warning signals that people should look out for, and they should inform us promptly so that we can address them before they snowball into crisis. And it's equally important that the police deployment, as we've been doing promptly across the trouble spots. And as we speak, the Inspector General of Police issue a fresh directive to the Commissioner of Police in those areas to ensure stop and search patrol, to equally engage in show of force to reassure the people and improve their confidence in the Nigerian police force.
Well, definitely confidence is at the heart of this, and we will definitely wait for the report of the investigations into the allegations that the